Hi, I'm Kathy, the art teacher from Art Projects for Kids. I'm happy to say that over the years my website has helped millions of kids and a few adults learn how to draw. In today's drawing video, I'd love to show your students how to draw spring flowers. If you put them in a watering can, it makes a really pretty drawing. Let me show you how. The supplies you're going to need for this project are drawing paper, pencil, black marker, and crayons. For some extra help, you can also download this matching spring flowers tutorial from my website. And before any drawing begins, take a moment to create some guides on your paper. If you just fold and crease your paper in half in both directions, you'll have lines that match my tutorial, which really help as you draw. Step number 1. The base of the watering can is going to be this big and fill up about this much of your paper. I like to start by drawing the top curve first, centered on that fold line, and then those sides that angle out a bit, and then finish with a curve on the bottom. Step number 2. Now an assortment of flowers are going to be added in the space above. Start with the center oval about right here, and then add about 5 petals going around it. Make them big enough to even overlap the edge of the watering can a bit. And while I'm thinking of it, erase those lines inside the petals so they don't accidentally get traced with the marker. Now you can add a few texture lines to the inside of all 5 of those flower petals. Step number 3. Next is drawing the top of a few tulips. Start with one in the top left corner. Begin by making a U shape and then adding a few lines inside. Then, for a little variety, draw another tulip in the top right corner, but have it turned on its side a little bit. And there's room for about one more tulip just below it, also facing to the right. Step number 4. Now it's time to add stems to all these flower tops so they are connected to the watering can. Try making the ones on the right have a gentle curve so the tulips look like they have a graceful droop to them. Step number 5. Okay, all this background space between the flowers now needs to get filled in. Add 2 leaves on the left side, a couple to that center tulip, and one on the right. The goal is to have them look balanced with no big empty spaces anywhere. Step number 6. Then, to make the display look a little more dimensional, add a couple of leaves that are drooping in front of the watering can. And those, of course, need to have the inside lines erased too. Step number 7. Now it's time to add the spout to the can with an oval and a long kind of cone shape. Make sure that the connecting edge has a curve to it so it looks round and dimensional. And erase that line inside it too so the spout looks like it's in front of the rest of the can. Now a large handle is added to the right side. You just need 2 large curves for it. Step number 9. Okay, this drawing is done, so it's time to trace all those pencil lines with a black marker. It will really help everyone be able to see all the details in your beautiful drawing. Oh, and I almost forgot to add a few lines on the end of my spout for the holes. And now, even though I traced carefully, there are still a few pencil lines that I want to get rid of before I start to color. And it is coloring time. You know, this is the perfect time to mix colors in the petals, just like you see in some real flowers. My first one is going to be a mix of light and dark purple. I think I'll color that center gold so it really stands out. Then I think I'll try a little red and pink with one of the tulips. Try to make the darker color have a bumpy edge so that the 2 colors blend together a little more. You just want to avoid having a straight line. Dark orange and golden yellow are a good combination too. Be sure to press hard with both colors and make the middle overlap a little bit. The last flower is going to be pink and red again, but with the pink on the bottom this time. Again, you're trying to make the 2 colors blend into each other as much as you can. And now that the flowers are done, it's time to color in all those leaves and stems. I really like this medium shade of green. It's not too dark and not too light. Then comes the watering can. You know, a yellow one seems to kind of have that classic look. I'm using a kind of golden yellow color. And last but not least is the background. I'm going with a sky blue because it's a cool color and it contrasts really well with the warm yellow in the watering can. But whatever you choose, I just recommend pressing hard and coloring neatly so that your beautiful drawing really shows up. So that concludes this spring flowers drawing tutorial. I hope you learned how much fun it is to mix colors, especially in flowers. I'm sure there's an endless amount of combinations you can come up with yourself. Hey, I'm so glad you decided to draw with me today. Please check out my website, Art Projects for Kids, where you can also learn how to draw a sunflower and how to draw a rose. Thanks again, and I hope to see you soon.